Hello students, we are doing practice of sample papers. Here in this video, we will discuss section A and section B of 4th sample paper. Start with section A. This section has 14 1-mark questions and 2 case-based questions. Total marks allotted हैं section A के लिए 22. Question number 1 देखिए. How the pollination takes place in water hyacinth. Water hyacinth में pollination insect की help से होता है. Don't write water here. Clear? Question number 2. What are the stem cells in human embryo? Stem cells are those in inner cell mass which have potency to give rise to all tissues and organs. Question number 3. Mention one positive and one negative application of amniosynthesis. Positive aspect देखिए amniosynthesis का क्या है? It helps in detecting genetic disorders in fetus. But its negative aspect is इस टेक्निक का misuse किया जाता है for sex determination and for female feticide. Question number 4. How does the flow of genetic information in HIV deviate from central dogma proposed by Francis Crick? HIV में reverse transcription होता है, means DNA का formation होता है from RNA, जबकि central dogma में क्या होता है? DNA से RNA बनता है, and this is called as transcription. Clear? Question number 5. Write the 2 specific codons that a translational unit of messenger RNA is flanked by, one on either side. Messenger RNA के 5 प्राइम एंड पर AUG जो स्टार्ट कोडॉन है प्रेजेंट होता है, while messenger RNA के 3 प्राइम एंड पर स्टॉप कोडॉन्स इधर UAA, UAG और UGA प्रेजेंट होता है. एग्जाम में आप इन तीनों में से कोई एक लिख सकते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 6. नेम अ वायरस यूज्ड एज एन इंसेक्टिसाइड. द नेम ऑफ द वायरस इज nucleopolyhedrovirus, which are used as insecticides and they are used as biological control agents. Question number 7. Write the scientific name of plant that produces reserpine. The name of the plant is Rauwolfia vomitoria, which is a medicinal plant, and we find genetic variation in this plant. This is given on page number 259 of your NCERT book. Question number 8. The following graph represents the organismic response to certain environmental condition like temperature. Which one out of A or B depicts conformers? Graph A depicts conformers. They change their internal temperature as the external temperature changes. Question 9. State the role of transposons in silencing of messenger RNA in eukaryotic cells. Transposons complementary double-stranded RNA का source है that binds to and prevents the translation of specific messenger RNA. Question number 10. When does a human body elicit an anamnestic response? When already first encounter किसी भी पैथोजन से हो चुका होता है, उसके बाद subsequent encounter सेम पैथोजन से होने पर जो रिस्पॉन्स होता है बॉडी का, उसे anamnestic response कहते हैं. It is more intensified as our body has memory of first encounter. Question number 11. Assertion region type question है ये. Assertion statement देखिए. When alien gene or DNA is ligated at PVU1 site, the recombinant loses resistance to ampicillin. Correct statement है ये. Now see the reason. The PVU1 site lies within the coding sequence of ampicillin resistant gene. This is also correct statement and correct explanation of assertion. PVU1 साइट एम्पिसिलिन रेजिस्टेंट कोडिंग सीक्वेंस पर प्रेजेंट होती है और जब यहाँ कोई एलियन जीन और डीएनए को लाइगेट कर दिया जाता है तो रिकॉम्बिनेंट एम्पिसिलिन रेजिस्टेंट नहीं रह पाता. सो करेक्ट चॉइस इज ए, मार्क ए. क्वेश्चन 12. एसर्शन स्टेटमेंट देखिए. सिंस द ओरिजिन ऑफ लाइफ ऑन अर्थ, अभी तक 5 एपिसोड्स मास एक्सटिंक्शन के हो चुके हैं and the 6th one is presently in progress and it is 100 to 1000 times faster than in the pre-human times. बिल्कुल करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट है. 6th मास एक्सटिंक्शन चल रहा है and it is 100 to 1000 times faster. Now see the reason. The anthropogenic actions hasten the extinction process. This is also correct statement and correct explanation of assertion. 6th मास एक्सटिंक्शन फास्टर रेट में हो रहा है. इसका कारण है एंथ्रोपोजेनिक एक्शंस लाइक ओवर हंटिंग, लॉस ऑफ हैबिटेट, इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ स्पीशीज एक्सेट्रा. सो करेक्ट चॉइस इज ए, मार्क ए. क्वेश्चन नंबर 13. एसर्शन स्टेटमेंट देखिए. द pollen grains may be 2-celled और 3-celled at the time of shedding. करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट है. जब pollen grains shed होते हैं या वो 2 cell के होते हैं या 3 cell stage के होते हैं. Now see the reason. In 40% of the angiosperms, the pollen grains are 3-celled at the time of shedding. This is also the correct statement but not the correct explanation for the assertion. So the correct choice is B, mark B. Question number 14. Assertion statement देखिए. The recent studies shows that Gauss competitive exclusion principle cannot hold good always. Correct statement है ये. Now see the reason. The different species living in a habitat may show resource partitioning. Yes, this is also correct statement and correct explanation of assertion. Resource partitioning के कारण 2 species can live at one place. इसलिए Gauss competitive exclusion principle हमेशा सही नहीं होता है. So correct choice is A, mark A. Question 15. केस बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है ये. माइक्रोब्स के ऊपर बेसिकली बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है. We find microbes everywhere and many of them play important role in human welfare. Now see the first part of the question. The microbes that can be cultured in the laboratory are bacteria and fungi can be cultured in the labs. So the correct choice is C, mark C, bacteria and fungi. Second part of the question. Prions are infectious. They are infectious proteinaceous agents. So the correct choice is A, mark A, proteinaceous agents. Third part of the question. The lactic acid bacteria make curd from the milk. They also increase vitamin B12 content of the curd. So the correct choice is A, mark A. They also increase vitamin B12 content of the curd. Fourth part of the question. The microbe used in fermenting malted cereals and fruit juices is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. So the correct choice is C, mark C. Fifth part of the question. कॉलम 1 को कॉलम 2 से मैच करना है आपको. कॉलम 1 का नंबर 1 देखिए. स्टेटिन मैचेस विद, इट मैचेस विद C, lowering the blood cholesterol level. Number 2, cyclosporin A, it matches with D, immunosuppressive agent. Number 3, streptokinase matches with B, removal of clots from the blood vessels. And number 4, lipase matches with A, removal of oil stain. So the correct choice is D, mark D. 1 matches with C, 2 with D, 3 with B and 4 with A. Question 16. This question is based on sex determination and mostly work in sex पर किया गया है for sex determination, and it was found that 50% of the sperms received specific nuclear structure and 50% don't receive this specific nuclear structure. Now, first part of the question, the scientist who made such observation for the first time was? The scientist was hanging. So the correct choice is D, mark D. Second part of the question, the structure the scientist observed was, this structure was X chromosome. So the correct choice is A, mark A. Third part of the question, the type of sex determination in grasshopper is of XO type. So the correct choice is C, mark C. Fourth part of the question, males are heterogamitic in A, human beings, B, Drosophila, and C, grasshopper. In all these, males are heterogamitic. So the correct choice is D, all of these, mark D. Question number 5, assertion statement देखिए. In birds, the males are homogamitic and females are heterogamitic. Correct statement है ये. Birds में males are homogamitic and females heterogamitic होती हैं. Now see the reason. In birds, the males have ZZ sex chromosome and females have ZW sex chromosome. This is also correct statement and correct explanation of the assertion. Males have ZZ chromosome, इसलिए they produce one type of gamete and they are homogamitic, while female have ZW chromosome, इसलिए they produce two types of gametes and are heterogamitic. So the correct answer is A, mark A. सेक्शन बी पर आइए. 9 क्वेश्चंस होते हैं सेक्शन बी में एंड ईच क्वेश्चन इज कैरिंग 2 मार्क्स. क्वेश्चन नंबर 17, ड्रॉ अ डायग्राम ऑफ अ फर्टिलाइज्ड एम्ब्रियो सैक एंड लेबल हैप्लॉइड, डिप्लॉइड एंड ट्रिप्लॉइड सेल्स विद देयर रिस्पेक्टिव नेम्स. ड्रॉ कीजिए डायग्राम एज शोन विद पेंसिल एंड लेबल. नंबर 1, हैप्लॉइड सेल्स, दे आर एंटीपोडल सेल्स. नंबर 2, डिप्लॉइड सेल, it is a zygote. And number 3, triploid cell, it is a primary endosperm cell. Question number 18, list 4 techniques used for detection of diseases. Diseases को डिटेक्ट करने के लिए यूज की जाने वाली टेक्निक्स हैं. नंबर 1, सीरम एंड यूरिन एनालिसिस. नंबर 2, recombinant DNA technology. Number 3, polymerase chain reaction. And number 4, ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay test. Question 19, माइक्रो इंजेक्शन एंड जीन गन का रोल बताना है इन बायोटेक्नोलॉजी. माइक्रो इंजेक्शन टेक्निक से रिकॉम्बिनेंट डीएनए को डायरेक्टली इंजेक्ट कर दिया जाता है न्यूक्लियस में इन एनिमल सेल. एंड जीन गन टेक्निक यूज की जाती है प्लांट सेल में, जहां प्लांट सेल्स आर बम्बार्डेड विद हाई वेलोसिटी माइक्रो पार्टिकल्स ऑफ गोल्ड और टंगस्टन जो डीएनए से कोटेड है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 20, लैक ऑपरॉन का स्कीमेटिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन दिया गया है एंड आंसर ए पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन, आइडेंटिफाई आई एंड पी. आई इज रेगुलेटरी जीन and P is a promoter gene. Part B of the question, name the inducer for this operon and explain its role. इस operon को start करने के लिए inducer है lactose, जो repressor से bind कर जाता है और repressor को inactivate कर देता है. Question 21, why copper T considered a good contraceptive device to space children? The copper ion released from copper T suppresses the sperm motility and it suppresses the fertilization capacity of the sperm also. So that's why it is considered as a good contraceptive device to space children. Question number 22. आपको फ्लो डायग्राम में A, B, C and D आइडेंटिफाई करना है. यह गेमिटोजेनेसिस का फ्लो डायग्राम है. A is gonadotropin releasing hormone, B is follicle stimulating hormone, C is spermatogenesis and D is spermiogenesis. Question 23. Write the scientific name of the source of plant drugs marijuana and hashish and mention their effects on body. Name of the plant is cannabis sativa, and these drugs affect cardiovascular system of our body. Question number 24. Given scientists की contribution बतानी है आपको. Number 1, Morris Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. They got X-ray diffraction image of DNA. Number 2, Erwin Chergaff. He observed that adenine and thymine का रेशो and guanine and cytosine का रेशो हमेशा constant रहता है and always equal to 1. A upon T is equal to C upon G, which is equal to 1. Question number 25. Mention the characteristics found in endoparasites. Characteristics of endoparasites are: number 1, loss of sense organs. Number 2, presence of hooks and suckers जो adhesive organs होते हैं. Number 3, loss of digestive system. And number 4, they have mechanism to counteract and to neutralize the digestive juices. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for staying with me. Subscribe the channel to get the information about my new video. Thank you so much.